Say tricks.
Warning: this is going to require administrator privileges. If you do not have access to those, then I am sorry, but this guide will not help you. Also, I have done this twice now in my household. You can install the game with Steam first and then Epic, or you can install it on Epic first and then Steam. It works either way, but I am going to present how to do this from the perspective of installing on Epic first and then Steam. The only real difference between the two methods is a slight modification to the command we will be using. Here's our dilemma. Epic Games recently gave away the Destiny 2 Legacy Collection for free. My daughter only owned Lightfall and she had it on Steam. She had been wanting to play the previous expansions, and while I was waiting for them to go on sale, Epic Games decided to give them away. So now my daughter has Shadowkeep, Beyond Light, and Witch Queen on Epic Games. Epic Games wanted me to install Destiny 2 again, but my Steam copy is already hogging 128 gigabytes of storage, and I didn't really want to set aside another 128 gigabytes for an Epic Games copy. I wanted to use a single installation shared between the two platforms. It took me a while to find a solution, so I decided to make this guide for anyone who finds themselves in a similar position. We are going to create a symbolic link between our Epic Games install location and our Steam install location. What this will do is create a folder in our Steam install location that points to the proper folder in the Epic install location that contains most of the game's files. Step 1. For reasons I am not going to explain here, and to hopefully avoid confusion, I uninstalled my Steam copy of Destiny 2 and then installed the game through the Epic Games Store. Step 2. Go to your library in Epic Games. Click the three dots on Destiny 2 and then click Manage. Where the menu says Installation, click the folder icon that says Open Install Location when you hover over it. Now double-click the Packages folder. Now right-click the address bar at the top of File Explorer and then select Copy Address. Paste this into Notepad for later. Step 3. Now we need to find or determine the location for where Steam will install Destiny 2. I have Steam set to install games on my D drive in a folder named Steam Library. For most of you, it will likely be found on your C drive in the Program Files x86 folder, and then within the Steam folder. Once you have found your Steam folder, open the Steam Apps folder, then the Common folder, and then the Destiny 2 folder. If you do not have a Destiny 2 folder, then you need to create one. Make sure you put a space between the word Destiny and the number 2. Now, right-click the address bar again and copy and paste the address into Notepad just like before. After you paste it in Notepad, append Packages to the end of the Steam path. Step 4. Go to this video's description and copy the command I have provided. Paste it into your Notepad. Now, paste the Steam path where indicated, and then the Epic path where indicated. Copy this new command. Step 5. Click on your taskbar and type in PowerShell. Right-click the application and then click Run as Administrator. Paste the command into PowerShell and then hit Enter. If everything is correct, your PowerShell should look similar to mine. If not, make sure you did not create a Packages folder in the Steam directory. This command will create the folder for you and will throw an error if it finds that the folder already exists. Step 6. Open Steam and find Destiny 2 in your library. Click Install and make sure it is going to install Destiny 2 in the path we determined earlier. Steam will immediately detect the Packages folder, which will trigger it to verify the files. After it verifies, it will start downloading the game as if it were a fresh install. Let it do this. It will even set aside 110 gigabytes or so on your hard drive. It is doing this because it needs to get all of the other folders and files for the game. Unfortunately, you are going to have to wait for it to go through this. But when it is done, it will release those 110 gigabytes and use the packages folder that we linked instead. Step 7. To be sure it all worked, you can right-click the Destiny 2 folder in your Steam install location and click Properties to view the size of the folder. It should be in the ballpark of 161 megabytes. Then go to your Epic install location and do the same. The Destiny 2 folder in the Epic path should be in the ballpark of 129 gigabytes. You can further verify it worked by launching the game from each platform. I own all the content through Steam, so my Steam launch gives me access to everything. I only own the Legacy Collection via Epic Games, so my Epic Games launch does not give me access to Lightfall or Strand. Just remember to launch from the proper launcher depending on what content you want to access. I hope this was helpful. If you have any hiccups, then hit me up in the comments and we will try to figure it out together. Thanks for watching and have a good one, y'all.